So we've been operating with the Lifan 5 horsepower engine, completely disassembling, examining, reassembling and then running these engines. And we've had a small bit of a mishap at one of them in that she was ran without oil and she seized. So we're just going to have a look here at the crankshaft, the conrod and the piston. So we're going to look at the big end and I'm just going to get in there and move it around there. So we can see there where the conrod bearing actually seized onto the crankshaft. So there's a bit of damage there, and then we're going to look at the conrod itself, the big end on the conrod. And you can see we have damage there. So they actually seized and locked up. But apart from that, there was no other damage to the engine. So what we're going to do, just purely for experimental purposes, we're going to dress up the crankshaft and the big end using emery cloth, and we're going to reassemble the whole lot, fill it with oil and then run the engine and see what she sounds like. So there's the exact damage. We'll set about doing what we're going to do now. We're going to get some oil and some emery cloth and smooth up the crankshaft as best we can and clean up the conrod as best we can and put the whole lot back together and see what she sounds like when she's running. So we're back now. We have the engine reassembled now and we're about to start it again after just carrying out a couple of repairs, just basically rubbing the crankshaft and the big end with emery cloth. So here we go. I'll go for a start. So there you've heard it there. She hasn't suffered any major effects there. There's just small problems there with tuning and stuff like that, but no knocking or banging or noises out of her. It took a few pulls to start it, but that was only because we had the carburetor off and the fuel supply off. So once the flow chamber got full again and all, she started fairly okay, not knocking her head off or anything like that.